What up, YouTube? What up? What up? It's your boy D, man. Another video. Another video in this thing, man. I'm finna show y'all what it is, man. No, this video today is basically entitled Positive Reinforcement. And you know, I don't want y'all to sit here and think that I'm the type of person to be slandering people, because everything I say is for the benefit of another person. Even if it be negative or whatever, if it seems like it come off as negative, and that's what it is. But one thing I want to let y'all know, man, do not let anybody ever get under y'all skin. Don't let it happen, because the only person that can affect you is you. Another thing is, you know, take care of your body, take care of your mind. You know, if you take care of your body and your mind, you know, you'll be positive at all times. All the negative energy that you have, like, it's all as of a result of some negative energy that has been exposed to you. So based on that, you have to avoid negativity at all costs if you want to live a positive lifestyle. You have to eat. To be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Change your diet up. You know, don't eat all that cholesterol-filled food. Leave that pork alone. You know, especially the pork, man. And there's a lot of stuff that contains pork. But you know what I'm saying? If you can help it, leave it alone. I know it's delicious, the ribs, the sloppy joes, that's beef. But the pulled pork sandwiches and all that type of stuff, leave that type of stuff alone. Instead of the sodas, don't be drinking a bunch of sodas, drink water. You know what I'm saying? Water cleans everything out. Water makes you urine, it makes you piss. It cleans all that cholesterol, all that fat out. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's sweet, like juice or sodas or anything like that, basically what it does in your body is it sits there and it expands, it crystallizes, it does whatever it does if it contains sugar or anything like that. So with your diet, you have to be strict with that, because it clears your mind. You know, another thing that brings positive energy into people's lives are deep breathing techniques. And you have a lot of people out there nowadays that smoke. Smoke is a form of inhaling and exhaling. That's actually relief for anxiety and all type of different things. So when you do deep breathing exercises, you know, instead of smoking, you know, you can pretend that you're smoking. You can inhale, exhale. You know, that's bringing oxygen to your brain, and you know, that's breathing out that air, is filtering things out. You know, when you do it without smoking, you're getting fresh air. So that has its benefits. So make sure you're in a well ventilated situation. Make sure you're outside. Listen to some positive music. You know, you don't have to listen to, you know, all the trap rap and stuff all the time, all that BS. Listen to some R&B music. Me, I like to listen to R&B music before I work out. And you know, that's the way you can get your mind in a relaxed state. You don't have to turn up all the time, you know what I'm saying? Because basically what you want to do, you want to keep your heart and lungs at a deeper chord. Your heart, one thing that keeps your mind focused is your heart, because your heart has a rate variability. It has to be on a steady chord in order to keep your mind right. So if your heart's beating right, your mind will follow. So, you know, just keep yourself cool, calm, and collected, and everything will be all right. You know, I established the diet, you know, the breathing techniques. What's another thing? Just refrain from all negative behavior altogether. Like, if you feel like you want to talk bad about somebody, no matter if you see somebody doing something wrong, like, don't say nothing about them. Like, don't slander anybody. Don't do anything negative for like maybe 30 days. I've seen this before. It's called a 30-day challenge, and go 30 days without any negativity. Another thing that I would recommend people to do is to listen to positive affirmations as they're asleep. You know, because that goes into your subconscious, and when you hear those positive reinforcements, like, you'll wake up in the morning refreshed, because, you know, your mind is something that's programmed, And if you're programmed for negativity, you'll be negative. If you're programmed for positivity, you'll be positive. You know, your mind is a filter for all of that. So, you know, basically what you got to do, you know, you got to detox yourself. You have to cleanse your mind, cleanse your body, do a bunch of things that will benefit your life. Drink a lot of water. If you have cravings for sweets, those of you who have diabetes or borderline diabetics and things like that, eat a lot of fruit, man. Fruit is a natural sweetener. Fruit and raw honey. You know, substitute. When you drink tea, make sure you drink tea with honey. Don't sweeten it with sugar. You know, don't get into that processed stuff, man. Make your tea yourself and sweeten it with honey. You know, that has its benefits too. Honey is actually an anti-inflammatory, for those of you who don't know that. But fruit, like I said, fruit is a natural sweetener, and the more fruit that people eat, the less cravings they have for sweets, for the artificial sweets. You know, candy bars and Skittles and all that type of stuff. You won't crave that stuff as much, if at all. You know what I'm saying? Like you can eat fruit enough until you get to that point. But people just, you know, their subconscious mind tells them like, hey, you know, this is delicious and it brings pleasure to you. But you know, you just have to program your mind for good things to be pleasurable to your taste. You know, if you drink alcohol, do that in moderation. They say alcohol does have its benefits. So if you drink alcohol, just make sure you drink like a glass of red wine a day. You know, that has its benefits. Your sweet cravings, I established fruit. You know, make sure you eat vegetables. Make sure you eat natural foods and stuff. Try to eat vegetables without preservatives. Try to eat, or you know, I wouldn't even recommend like organic all the time. Organic has its disadvantages too, because they say you have organic fruit without seeds in them. There's no such thing as something organic if it doesn't have seeds. So make sure you watch out for that type of stuff, because people like to pull the okie doke. You know, just be around all type of positive people too. You know, don't slander a person because they're happy all the time. Be around people like that. Watch motivational videos. Actually go out. Take a road trip or something like that and go to an area where you have a bunch of people out doing something. You know, people tend to get depressed when there's nothing to do. Get out and do something that you don't normally do. One thing I would recommend is getting up in the morning, and I'm guilty of not doing this for a while, but you know, I need to go ahead and get into it. But getting up first thing in the morning and getting you a good run in, you know, make sure you get a good mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, whatever, however you feel like you can run, but basically get you a good sweat, a good detox. You know, people think that sweating is gross and all this type of stuff, but that's all the bad stuff in your body filtering out and sweating. So if you do that first thing in the morning and you get you a fresh shower, you know, right afterward, you will feel like a brand new person. So just imagine doing that for days, months, you know what I'm saying, maybe even the whole year. You know, you'll have a transformation that people will notice. And you will become more positive. So if you do all these things in unison, you know what I'm saying, at one time, you know, your diet, your breathing techniques, and running, you know, when you run, that's basically breathing, because, you know, when you're tired, you know what I'm saying, that's your breathing exercises right there. You know, your heart rate, you know, you're boosting your heart rate up. When you have all that cholesterol and bacon fat and all that type of stuff in your system, it's harder to breathe. It's harder to do a lot of things that benefit your health. You could drink one Coca-Cola and it will take you to run about 6 miles to get that one Coca-Cola out of your system. So, think about what you put in your body. All of us are victims of habit. Like we have our bad habits and stuff. So the best thing you could do is just buy your own groceries. Stay away from fast food. If you do fast food, like try not to go to the mainstream foods that are high on cholesterol. Try getting you a nice salad or something like that that's going to benefit your diet. But one thing I want y'all to do is be positive. I know I got a couple videos talking about stuff, and I seem to come off negative. I'm only human. So one thing y'all could do is just take this in, be positive. Men have more confidence in yourselves. Women, y'all have more confidence in y'all selves. Do stuff with kids. One thing adults need to do is just tap into their inner child. Like one thing that we deal with is just facing reality when we grow up. But as kids, you have a whole lot of curiosity. So it's positive to be a big ass kid. Like, don't allow anybody to tell you that you're immature because of certain decisions that you make, certain things that you do. Unless it's something ignorant, but go out, go skydiving, go skateboarding, go play basketball. Basketball is my passion. I love basketball. You know what I'm saying? So, do something that's gonna get people around you. One thing that's good is to have people around you. And there's a lot of moments where I just want to be by myself and stuff like that. But nobody actually wants to just sit there and be alone. Nobody wants to be alone. So get around a bunch of people and socialize and have good conversations. A lot of people drink and stuff because they're social. You can have one thing that I started on years ago that once again, I'm not doing that right now, but I would get a group of nerds together and we would call it getting water wasted. Like we would bring a cooler and everything and we would fill it full of ice and water and we'd just sit there and socialize and drink water and we'll be pissing and all type of stuff. It's like we're pissy drunk, but we're not, but we feel really good. It's one thing to do is to get water wasted. That's what you need to do. Another thing would be to read. Like, actually take the time to read. You don't have to use your phone. You don't have to do the audio books. Just get an actual book and accomplish yourself by reading every word, getting something out of that page, turning the page. It's something about just an actual book, an actual hard copy of a book. Just read books, run, exercise. Just treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself, man. Call a family member. Talk to a family member that you hadn't actually got to chop it up with. You'll be surprised. Like, family members are very close related to you. And, some of the things that y'all talk about, like your family members, you might not think it, but a lot of them think just like you. Now, mind you, I'm looking over and stuff like that because I'm driving, and you got people that don't know how to drive. I'm actually on my way to work right now. But, just speak to people. I'm from the South, and one thing that we do, we have Southern hospitality. Everybody that walks by, even if we don't like them, hey, how you doing? How's it going? You doing all right? Speak to everybody. Give them a smile. You know what I'm saying? Little small gestures like that will take you a long way. So if you can do that, go ahead and do it. This video might seem to be boring, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to give y'all a little positive reinforcement. I hope every one of y'all have a great, wonderful day. And another thing. The spirit is real. The spirit is real. Your energy source, your omega, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know, but your spirit is real. If you don't have a religion or whatever, just, you know, you at least have to believe in a higher power. One thing you need to do, you need to pray, you need to meditate, you need to do something. You need to just be at one with your mind and your spirit. You need to connect and pray more, meditate more. You know, that's another thing that'll bring you peace. You know, the law of attraction is very real. You attract what type of thoughts that you put in your mind. So if you think about something negative, you will tend to be a more negative person. But if you put things to a positive perspective, everything will be more positive. It might not be positive in that moment, but all the negativity that you've dealt with in the past will be filtering out. So it seemed like everything will be going wrong for a split second, but don't be discouraged at all. Like, that's just temporary for greater things to come. If you decide, if you make the decision, first and foremost, to be positive, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, especially if you pray for it. If you pray for it, man, like they're answered, but they're not answered right when you want it, but it comes. Just make sure that's what you want. Spend time with children. You know, make sure you spend time with children that's in your family, or or something, because children, they bring so much joy. Like, they see the small things in life that you probably forget about. So you just put that in perspective. Volunteer to be part of something. Join an organization, do something. Every positive thing has its perks. Everything. So just make sure you stay on accord with your positive lifestyle. Have a positive lifestyle. Have a positive attitude. Send positive prayers out there. Be safe. Watch what you say to other people, because small things have a big impact. If you see somebody panhandling or whatever, even if they don't need no money, like, you know what I'm saying, throw them $1 or something. Your blessings will come in return, man. Like, everything that you do, it counts. But I ain't gonna keep y'all on here all day, man. Y'all have a great day, a blessed day. Y'all keep continuing to watch my videos. Subscribe if you like what you see. Peace and love, chicken grease, all of that, And we out.